The Buffalo Bills went into the 2017 NFL Draft looking for an upgrade along the offensive line, specifically the tackle position. In round 2, with the 31st pick, they selected Temple tackle Dion Dawkins. This 6'4", 314-pound rookie played most of his career at left tackle, but the Bills are planning on moving him to right tackle. He has been in a heated competition with incumbent Jordan Mills, who has struggled since coming to Buffalo. But to most fans' dismay, the staff announced that Mills won the competition and will start Week 1. This is disheartening. According to Pro Football Focus, Dawkins finished the preseason as the highest rated tackle. But this video will show you why he has excelled, but at the same time struggled to take over the right tackle position. Dawkins was one of the best run blocking tackles in all of preseason. He has such raw strength for a kid his age, and he is able to move defenders with ease. Once he gains leverage, he has the leg power to drive defenders and re-establish the line of scrimmage. His nimble feet paired with brute strength make it easy for him to reach defenders and rotate them on zone runs, something he did a lot of at Temple. The familiarity with zone run concepts helped him dominate in the run game. According to Pro Football Focus, he had a raw grade of 7.8, which was double the next highest run grade in all of the NFL. Look how smoothly and quickly he adjusts on the fly to pick up the defensive end. All in all, he was downright impressive on the myriad of runs that the Bills executed, and it paid off in the final preseason game. On Jonathan Williams' touchdown, Dawkins fires out and blows a defensive lineman off the ball, giving Williams a cutback lane versus a defensive back. Drive blocking for Dawkins looks effortless. The defender is unable to anchor, and Williams takes it to the house. But in zone run blocking, sometimes the blocking on the backside is just as important as the front side. Depending on the running back's reads front side, a play may end up cutting or bending back. So Dawkins will be asked to climb to the second level to pick up a linebacker, or cut a defensive lineman, opening up the cutback lane. All things he's skilled this preseason. But the question mark regarding his ability to play tackle in the NFL have to do with his pass protection, and it's shown up on film. New offensive coordinator Rick Dennison is known for a lot of 5- and 7-step drops. These deep drops put a ton of pressure on linemen. Offensive line coach Juan Castillo believes in primarily teaching vertical sets. This means that the offensive linemen will focus on gaining more depth with their kick slide rather than kicking out wide on angle sets to meet defenders, a technique the Bills used a lot of in 2016. The vertical set is much more difficult and requires athletically gifted linemen. As you can see, Dawkins struggled with the technique. Whether he is at right tackle or left, you could tell that he didn't quite have the muscle memory yet. His pad level is bad, his kick slide looks mechanical, and when rushers make contact, he's on his toes too often. The biggest no-no for an offensive lineman, as it allows a defender to throw you off balance. The slow vertical kick slide and the tendency to bend and or show his hands first allowed defenders to get 1 sack and 4 QB hurries against the rookie. His footwork going forward versus kick sliding backwards is night and day. He has trouble mirroring defenders that use their feet and change of direction. Although he won't be starting Week 1, I could see him getting playing time sooner than later. The Bills will have to do a few things to help him succeed early. First, call a good amount of quick passes, which allows Castillo to incorporate different sets for offensive linemen. Secondly, routinely have tight ends and running backs chip release. This will allow Dawkins to get into position to take over the block and increase his chances of staying with athletic edge rushers. Finally, the most important piece to the success of the offense as a whole, play action. The offense will need to call plenty of play action this season if they want to move the ball through the air. Play action will slow rushers down and allow Dawkins and the offensive lineman to get into position to hold the line. It will also give our quarterbacks a better line of sight to hit receivers in the intermediate area behind the linebackers. Dawkins had his ups and downs this preseason, but the skills are there. He just needs time to adjust to the speed of the game and gain plenty of reps in the new techniques that he's being taught by Juan Castillo. It's a work in progress, but Dawkins will continue to improve his game. Huge thanks to all of my patrons and premium content subscribers, including John DeMarchi, who requested this video. For more info about memberships, get to cover1.net and make sure to subscribe to our podcast, Locked On Bills, on iTunes.